what I see is comical and laughable at best. The Cincinnati Bengals fucking players get on, I see on NFL.com, they reacted to Pittsburgh losing today at Denver. And what I see is the most disgusting, fucking despicable, most unprofessional fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. It was bad enough last week, which you guys did. Now you're on Twitter saying shit like, what's his name, Georgia Loca, or however how you pronounce his last name, says, finally the world's in a better place. I can sleep easier. Or no, Ray Maluga comes out and says, hashtag, I can sleep easier. You guys are fucking, it's fucking pathetic. It's pathetic. You are the singles, that mentality right there is exactly why the Cincinnati Bengals have been a fucking embarrassment to this league. Because of shit like that, right there. This team is not controlled at all. You clearly can fucking see it. They just do whatever the fuck they want, with no consequences. Marvin Lewis does not have a fucking backbone in his body. If he did, I'd be calling a meeting and saying, look, you guys take that shit down. I wouldn't even allow it. I'd say, you guys take that shit down right now. We are a professional football franchise. We are grown adults. Twitter is for fucking teenagers, okay? I understand Twitter and Facebook got real popular, and I know celebrities started using Twitter. That's why it came what it is. Twitter is the most pointless fucking thing on the internet, if you ask me. All it is just another form of text messaging or fucking, what's that stupid fucking app on the phone? Kink? K-I-K, not Kink, but Kick, or whatever the fuck it is. It sounds like a fucking Trick cereal brand. Whatever. My point is, Marvin Lewis, you gotta grow a fucking backbone. You gotta make an example and say, look, this is not okay. The NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, should not have to come in and step in and say, hey, look, Mike Brown, Marvin Lewis, your team is, you guys are overreacting. Here's a freaking $40,000 fine. Now, granted, Pittsburgh's coaches got fined too, which rightfully so. Rightfully so. You do not go on the field and aggravate the situation. You let them look like the dumbasses, and you act professional. So Pittsburgh, as far as I'm concerned, you played way better today. Despite your injuries, Ben Roethlisberger played his ass off, obviously. I've always liked Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger's a hell of a quarterback. He's the whole damn team. He's the whole goddamn team. We all know that. Without Ben Roethlisberger, Pittsburgh's a 3-13 team. I've said that for the last 5 fucking years. I've said that, okay? But that being said, Pittsburgh played their asses off and they did very good. Denver's not that good. I'm sorry. I don't see what's so fucking special about Denver. Peyton Manning, it took till the fourth quarter for him to get a fucking touchdown. I mean, I don't see how Peyton Manning's got a chance in hell against Arizona or Carolina. Whatever happens. I mean, he's going to get the shit kicked out of him. But that being said, it infuriated me. It infuriated me so bad. I am so fucking embarrassed of this team. It's not even funny. Like I said, last week was bad enough. Now this week, I can sleep better at night. What have you fucking done, Bengal players? What have you done in the last 5 years with this team? And you get on Twitter and you're going to condemn Pittsburgh and make fun of them? At least Pittsburgh's actually done something with their fucking organization. Mike Brown hasn't done shit besides put us on the fucking map for being the most embarrassing fucking team in the league. There is a bullseye on our backs now. Do you understand that? Every team that's going to play us next year has got a fucking bullseye right on our back. This team has no discipline whatsoever. Like I said, they walk all over Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis has no fucking backbone. And like I said, Marvin Lewis, you need to grow a fucking backbone. As far as I'm concerned, you should have been fired 3-4 years ago. But that's not going to happen as long as Mikey Brown is the owner. But this is flat out fucking embarrassing. And we're a professional football franchise. High school kids don't do this shit. You know who does this shit like that? Fucking teenage girls do that shit. You're grown-ass men getting millions of fucking dollars, probably from the taxpayers' money, to play the NFL, and you're on Twitter doing that shit. You can't get famous anywhere else because you can't win a fucking playoff game, obviously. And you suck in primetime games, so the only way you're going to get attention is get on Twitter and just make yourself more noticed. Let's create a bigger bullseye on our back. I'm telling you, man, one more step from this fucking organization, I'm about ready to hop to LA. I'm telling you right now, I'm about ready to go to the LA Rams or the Dallas Cowboys. The reason I say LA Rams, it's a new team, quote unquote, and new city. I should just go right to the LA Rams because I'm flat out embarrassed. I am embarrassed. I have never been so embarrassed of the Cincinnati Bengals in my life. And you should be too, fellow Bengal fans. You cannot sit here and tell me this is okay. For a professional football franchise and professional athletes that get paid way more freaking money than we're ever going to see in our lifetime to do this crap. It's embarrassing. I'm disgusted. I'm sick. I am disgusted with this team. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, it just fucking seems to wiggle its way through the cracks and just get worse, and it fucks you every time. Haven't you ever noticed that about life in general? Every time you think it can't get any worse, it just finds its way to wiggle through and fuck you every time. Steeler fans, please do not put me in the same category as this team. I am so embarrassed of this freaking team. I was embarrassed enough last week. Let alone now I got them dancing on Twitter. You're feeding right into the Steelers' hands. Don't you know that? The Steelers are sitting back laughing their asses off at you. And the fans. This is downright disgusting and despicable. It's a joke. It's an absolute fucking joke. My God. I need to go for another team. I just do. Like I said, even back in the late 90s, early 2000s, I have never been so embarrassed in this team in my whole life. I have never have. This is flat out embarrassing. It is a travesty. It's flat out ridiculous. It shows that this team accepts mediocrity. It shows that Mike Brown and Marvin Lewis have no backbone, and you're letting these grown-ass men run around all over you, and they do whatever they want. Hence, has it shown last Saturday night, and now it shows now. I'm embarrassed. I am flat out embarrassed. Like I said, don't put me in that same category because I'm ashamed of my own team. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. It's so unprofessional. It's immature. And that being said, it goes to show on the field. I mean, look what Cincinnati's done. Every time they get in a big game, they freaking choke. Now you guys get on Twitter and I wouldn't even show your face after last Saturday night. Then all of a sudden, now you get on Twitter and it's ridiculous, people. It's ridiculous.